When Laura McLively was a freshman at UC Berkeley, she couldn't wait to check out Berkeley Bowl, the iconic, if chaotic, grocery store known for its vast choice of fruits and vegetables.
Excited by what she found, she awkwardly wrangled 15 pounds of tomatoes and watermelon onto an AC transit bus, so she could make gazpacho in her dorm kitchen. Lesson learned. On future trips, she brought a rolling suitcase. 16 years later, the bowl is practically home.
The produce-centric market was one of the first places McLively went in 2014, after she and her husband, Mike, returned from a year in Spain. They had spent that year living in her mother's childhood home in Madrid. McLively, who has a degree in nutrition, volunteered at Madrid's municipal market, worked on a co-op farm and started a cooking club, where she and friends explored unusual ingredients.
When I came back I was a new person, McLively says. I wanted to keep alive that spirit of adventurous cooking.
So she launched a food blog, dubbed My Berkeley Bowl. Every week she'd roam the market aisles, choose something she'd never cooked with before and create a new recipe.
Barclay's Parallax Press was so impressed, they approached her about writing a cookbook. The result is the new Berkeley Bowl Cookbook, $34.95, published in April and brimming with recipes such as Treviso spring rolls with black tahini, Moroccan cardoon stew, Catalan-style gailan and a lemongrass coconut ice cream, all beautifully photographed by Aaron Scott. Organized by produce type, leaves, spores and succulents, savory fruit, the recipes are adventurous and in many cases surprisingly accessible, with photographs that show what each of the unusual ingredients look like.
The recipes were each tested 3 times by an army of friends, but her primary kitchen companion was her mother, who worked with her on many of the recipes. The book is dedicated to her.
As it turned out, the months the two of them spent together in the kitchen would be precious. Shortly after the final pages were submitted, her mother, 60, was diagnosed with a rare, untreatable cancer in the cerebrospinal fluid. She died 3 months later, last November. In December, McLively gave birth to her first child, Leah.
This time has been so intense, McLively says, with such uncontained grief and joy all at once. She's home on maternity leave right now from her job as Director of Nutrition and Fitness at Oakland's Native American Health Center, where she started a cooking demonstration program to help clients learn to prepare healthy meals from the produce available at the local food bank. It's all part of her vision of expanding your horizons.
We've really limited ourselves to what acceptable is, she points out. We eat lettuce and apples because that's what's available, but many of the unusual items in her book can be found at farmers markets and specialty stores, as well as Berkeley Bowl.
If all this talk of cool fruits and veggies has inspired you to check out the bowl for yourself, McLively offers this advice: go with an open mind and a spirit of adventure. Take home something you've never taken home before. And talk to people, the produce guys or someone buying something that looks interesting. It's an opportunity to make connections.
The book, The Berkeley Bowl Cookbook, is available at local bookstores, online and, of course, at its namesake.
The store, Glenn and Diane Yasuda, opened their iconic Berkeley grocery store in a former bowling alley at 2020 Oregon Street in 1977. A second store, at 920 Hines Avenue, opened in 2009. Both stores are open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 10 a.m. 7 p.m. Sundays. The author, McLively, will be doing book appearances at 6:30 p.m. May 10th at San Francisco's Omnivore Books, and at 2 p.m. May 19 at the Berkeley Public Library at 1901 Russell Street.